What up, what up, what up? I want to welcome everybody to the On the Map podcast. This show is to highlight high school athletes and also give these young athletes a platform to tell their stories as they pursue their dreams in life. No matter what the dream is, remember, this is only the beginning. I'm your host, Coach Paul. That handsome young fellow over there is my co-host, Jay. And our man in the middle, today's guest is a 4-year, two-way starter for a team that has been the most dominant team, not only in the Eastern League, but in the city section. This young man was named second team All-City defensive DB as a sophomore and junior. First team All-League at DB in his senior campaign for the Eastern League. We want to welcome today's guest from Garfield High School in East Los Angeles, California. Please welcome Jayden Garcia to the show. What
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
What's up?
Hey, Jay, welcome to the show.
Yeah, man. Hey, welcome to the show, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to sit down with us. So let's just jump right into it, man.
Cool.
Jayden, you've had a great high school career. In 4 years, your overall record was 37-11 with 2 Open Division Championship appearances. Talk about what it's been like to be on such successful teams.
Man, it's been a great experience. You know, I've been blessed with great coaches, great great mentors, great leadership. Just I don't even know words can explain it, man. I've just been blessed to be in the situation that I'm in. You know, I can't I don't really know what to say about that.
Hey, when you were coming up in your youth, right? Everybody in that area kind of is like, oh, well, I'm going to go to this school. I'm going to go to that school. To be a 4-year starter, is that kind of what they got? Like, hey, if you come over here, you'll start on both sides of the ball all 4 years. Is that what made you choose Garfield, or was it something else?
Nah, being honest, it really wasn't. And if I'm gonna be complete honest, I wasn't even gonna play football in high school. High school for me was just gonna be basketball. I wanted to be just a straight hooper. So I followed my basketball coach, my AU coach. Shout out Coach Barnes.
Yeah.
I followed him to Garfield because I wanted to be coached by the best, you know. And I just remember it was 8th grade going to summer. It was the summer, like for the summer workouts, and I just remember a coach asking me, like, are you going to play ball or like, what's up? Like, and like, I didn't tell him that I just want to be a hooper, but like, I was just like, I don't know. And then I just fell into it. And then the rest is history. I just decided to ball.
That's what's up.
Yep.
Jay, Coach Paul mentioned 2 Open Division appearances. Can you talk about those 2 ultimate losses to Birmingham? Both times you guys got to the chip and you guys were rolling. And what, in your words, what do you think happened in those losses?
Man, I don't even know what, like, I really couldn't tell you. I mean, football's a weird sport, man. Anything could happen. And at the end of the day, like, I don't know. I really can't tell you. I can't put a specific word on it or like specific like things to say about it. We just went out there and they just gave it to us, like, pause. But they
Hey, now being part of the because in all 4 years you were an open, man, and like your first year you guys lost to Banning, and then you guys have this incredible ass run where you guys make it to the finals and you guys run into Birmingham. Like as a sophomore, do you feel like maybe like just you weren't ready to play a team like that?
It probably had something to do with that. Probably youth mindsets, because we were a young team.
Yes, you
We
were.
were loaded with juniors and just sophomores. So I mean, that's a pretty young team when we went on that run. But I feel like the next year we had a little more experience, and I feel like honestly, we should have won that game. But I feel like in the beginning of the game, we had a couple bad calls that just ruined the whole momentum we had building up. We had a deep ball thrown. It was to my boy Pauly Ramos. Deep ball thrown. He snags it, brings it in. Everybody is hyped, and then the refs call a down. What is it called when the lineman's up?
Illegal man downfield.
Yes, that's what they call right there, bro. And that ruined everything because, mind you, we were low-key going toe-to-toe for a bit. Like, we was getting stops. Like, we was stopping them. And then just the momentum got killed by dumb calls, and then it went downhill from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I know I'll definitely say this. Your junior year, that Birmingham team, man, that was a damn good team. Multiple D1 guys, just great athletes. So that's really nothing to hang your head on. I honestly I wouldn't dwell on a loss like that. Playing a great team like that, Birmingham, that was like 5 minutes away from winning the state title if they didn't, give up a few plays. So
Yeah.
nothing to hang your head on. But let's talk about another exciting game. So your junior year, you guys had what most would call the game of the year against Cathedral. What was it like to experience a game like that?
And that was a great game. That was
Yes,
a
it was.
really good game.
Yes, it was.
That game, honestly, I really this is another one we should have won. Like, I just feel like we just get robbed. Like, I feel like playing for Garfield is like you're always gonna be playing against the refs too. Like, I don't know
Okay.
what it is. The refs do not like us
All
ever.
right.
Like, we come in with a drip, and as soon as they see us, hey, three, take that towel off. Like, what? What do you mean take my? So there's always refs hating on us, and I feel like just small things that that kind of messed us up in that game. Like, we had a missed coverage. Their final touchdown they scored to seal the game was a missed coverage.
Yeah.
We was in I think we was in a zone, and no, we was in a man, and one of my teammates was in a zone, and he left the flats wide open,
Okay.
and that's what got us. And
Yeah.
yeah, that was a good game though. We should have won that.
Hey man, when I honestly, if you ask me, I told Jay like this was the game of the year, dude. Like the fireworks, the excitement. And I was at HP when it was going down, and like I watched the film. Like I got the film of it, well, because we play you, so I got the film, bro. I didn't watch specific plays. I watched the whole game. Like I just put it on my TV and I just hit play, bro, and I watched it. As a player, to be part of those type of games, like what did you take away from that? Like what kind of like is that something that you'll be able to tell your kids the future down the road? Like, hey, dad was part of the game of the year in the city. Like we took on one of the top schools in Southern section and we competed.
Yeah. That's definitely like something I will talk about till like I'm older.
Okay.
I will give them their flowers though. I am 0-2 against them, man. I wish I got one though. I wish I got one.
Yeah.
But
Jayden, I have a question on that.
What's up?
So your first year you played them your sophomore, you guys it was a blowout, 41-0.
Yeah,
Next year, you guys lose by 3. You guys lose by 3. How much would you say Garfield improved in that 1 year to go from getting blown out by 40 plus to losing by 3 and probably should have won?
Good question.
Man, just experience. We was older now. It was just we finally grew up. It was our junior and senior years. We had great players, great coaching like always, and it's just we took that off season real personal, and we had it down, remembering that loss. Remember that feeling, and we wanted it. We wanted it real bad because I mean that's embarrassing on your home field, 41-0.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's not something you want to be a part of. That's not a good feeling.
Yeah, like the maturation, like to have the maturity to know that going into it, because your guys' sophomore year, like it was hyped. The game was hyped. Like I wasn't even the coaching, and like I had friends that were still in the. I always have friends that are in coaching, but like I had people in the scenes, and they were like, "Yo, Garfield's gonna play Cathedral," and I was like, "Bro, like why are you so hyped? Cathedral's gonna wax Garfield," and you guys had the hype though. Even though you guys were a young team, like I swear, my friends are like, "No, like this Garfield team, even though they're young, like they're gonna be able to compete. They're gonna be able to do that." And then it was a lopsided ass win, right? Going into next year, now I'm at HP, and I'm like, "Oh, they're gonna run it back." I was like, "This is gonna be a blowout again. I don't got to pay attention to this, bro." Like that is awesome. Like would you account, like you said coaching, but what was the leadership like going into that game that year? What was the message from your leaders that week?
Bro, just straight intensity. Like
Okay.
they was intense all week of practice. They was going hard, and that made everybody follow. All of us, we just all went hard. We went hard that whole week, and they just kept reminding us, "Hey, 41-0. That's what happened." And we took it real personal, and I truly damn, I believe we should have won that game.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and it shows that that loss motivated you guys for the rest of the season? Because
Oh yeah.
you guys went on to beat Crespi, Golden Valley. I mean, you guys gave up 3-4 scores in league
They went on
against
to
what,
whoop
5 team?
everybody's ass, bro. Like they
Yeah,
put up
and
54 on us.
yeah,
Jesus.
and actually, I hate to kind of correct you, but I just gotta mention they put a 70 bomb on your South K Rams,
I
man.
was at HP that year, so ha.
I know, but still, you know. So I hate to mention it. I don't want to be the villain. I don't want to be the villain. Just
I
mentioning
wasn't
it.
at Southgate yet. I still lost, and they
Yeah,
donated us, but it was
yeah.
54. Don't put that. Sorry, Coach Cisco. Don't put that 70
Sorry,
on
Coach
me, Ricky
Cisco. Love you,
Bobby.
man.
Yeah. Hey, Jayden. So you've been a two-way starter since your freshman year. Can you talk about what type of work goes into being a two-way starter for one of the most premier programs in the city section?
A lot of work. You gotta have like a different mentality to start both ways. And you gotta really earn it too. It's not like these coaches just like, oh yeah, here we go. You're studying Pop Warner. Here we go. You could be on both sides. No, 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 no. Don't get it twisted. I had to earn that spot freshman year. I just man, it's so much work you have to do to be a starter on that team, man. Like you don't
Yeah.
understand. Most kids, they probably quit with the work you had to do to get that spot. And I'm just grateful I was able to get that, because
Yeah.
there was a lot of young ball, not young. There was a senior ahead of me my freshman year. He was a baller. I'll never forget it. And I think I forgot what happened to him. He just started missing like periodically. And I was blessed to even be like considered to even be the starter, like because there was other guys there too that could have been starters too, but I got blessed to be a starter, and rest is history, man.
Exactly. That's a great story. Jay, you've got into oh, sorry, Jayden, because I'm Jay. Jayden, you've got into compete against a lot of great talent. Who would you say the best player you had to guard was? And who was the best player that guarded you since you play both ways?
And you can't say
Yeah.
Jayden Barnes. You can't say Jayden Barnes because
What?
you can't.
That's the
Your
best
teammates.
player I competed against, though.
Okay,
As teammates.
teammates. We're not talking teammates. You can't say Barnes.
All right, I won't say
Oh,
Barnes then.
good.
I
Make
knew
him
he was gonna
think.
say it too. I was like, nah, we ain't making this question easy for him.
All right, let's see here. Best player I had a guard. I'll start with that. Low key, I don't know. I feel like I know you said I can't say it, but Jayden, practice, we
Okay.
will go at it. So
Okay.
it was like iron sharpen iron every day. So I feel like honestly, in my whole heart, I feel like I really didn't have to guard anyone too hard because Jayden made it hard on me every day at practice. So it made the games way easier for me. So I
I'll
can't really
take it.
give a hard person that I had to guard.
Okay.
But the best person that's guarded me, I can't say that either.
It would be
Every time
Jayden. It'd be you and Jayden just going at it in
yes,
practice. That's cool.
yes, yeah, man. I appreciate Jayden so much, man. He did a lot for me. He made everything so much easier for me in games, man. Just competing every day at practice and like always talking trash to each other, and it made games so much easier for me. Yeah. So I can't really give you a hard person to guard or someone that guarded me.
Jayden Barnes is the answer. And the funny thing is I knew what the answer was going to be when I wrote the question, but I was going to be like, maybe you'd be like, oh no, so and so, because honestly, Jayden was defensive MVP of the city section that year,
Yep.
so it was hands down. But there was a receiver from Birmingham that was also a dog that I thought you were going to say, but
Yeah.
you guys switched up. I was there. You guys did your thing, so that's dope.
Wait, hold on. Wait, actually, let me actually think about that again, because now that I think about it, you're right. Peyton
Yeah.
Waters, he was fast.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. That first championship game, we had they had a they ran I forgot what it was, but he was just the only receiver.
Yeah.
That's it. And me and Jayden would double him. And I just remember, boy, he got off that line so fast. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we doubling him, bro. I was like, and he didn't talk trash at all.
Nope.
Like you said anything
he's
to
a
him,
quiet kid.
he wouldn't say that. Yeah.
Yeah, Peyton's a quiet kid. I've been to a kind of a few Birmingham games while Peyton was there, and honestly, he never talked. The only guy he talked like a smother or smack to that I saw was Cameron Hurst from Carson, and that's it. But I know I kind of still want to ask this because even though you kind of answered my original question, who would you say, since we won't just talk about single players, who would you say had the best wide receiver room or secondary that you played against in all your 4 years? Like damn, all these receivers are dogs. I really got to guard them. So
Yeah.
let me know. And if you don't have one, you don't have one, man.
Man, hold on, let me think. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I play some good like teams with like some good
Definitely.
secondary and some good wideouts. I can't lie. Um, I feel like Carson had a real nice receiver room. They had some dogs in the receiver room that who is it, number 3? I don't know his name. I'm not exactly sure, but he was pretty nice.
That's Michael Odell. He just got offered by Sac State earlier this or last week, I think.
Yeah,
Yes, that's him. He's very good.
he was cold. He was cold. I ain't gonna lie. Uh, that receiver group was nice. Their secondary was good too. Uh, I gotta put Cathedral in there. Cathedral had a nice. They had some kid on there that was like an Olympian or something. I don't know what he
Yes, they
was,
had a
but
4x4. They had the 4x1 track team out there, bro.
yeah, I was like, what? Like, but they was solid. There was some good dudes on that team. And then I can't leave out. Yeah, you got to put Birmingham in there. That was a good receiver core and secondary too. Those were tough games right there.
Nice.
Okay, those are great answers. Jayden, you went to a school that has a tremendous amount of tradition.
Yes,
Can you talk
sir.
about what that tradition means to you?
What it means to me, man, I'm not gonna lie. I was not aware of any of that going into my freshman year, right? So
There you go.
I was
Yeah.
I was a I was still deciding on schools on what I wanted to do, right? I've heard about
Right.
every school like in the city because a lot of schools wanted me growing up, and I would just do my research and I would watch the rivalry games. So I would watch the Classic, and then I was deciding on if I wanted to go to Downey High School. So I
Okay.
watched Warren versus Downey. And I'm not gonna lie, that Classic gave me the craziest goosebumps I've ever had in my life when I was watching it. I was like, damn, I want that to beat me so bad.
Yeah.
And just when I got there, when I made my decision, everything, like I wasn't tripping on Roosevelt or nothing. Like I wasn't like, man, forget Roosevelt, no, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But then once we got to like around the Classic getting close, I realized the whole community started getting together, like
Yep.
going crazy over this game, and I was like, hold on
Yep.
a minute. Then we had all these like we had like decorating our lockers, all this stuff, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, like this is crazy. And then sadly we did lose. We lost the streak. But like
Yeah.
that made the hatred to my heart to that team, man. That's what
Yeah.
made me like, okay, yeah, like it's real. Like forget these guys. Like I like man, that tradition over there at Garfield is it's different, man. It's like a big
It
family, like
it
big
is.
family.
It is.
Everybody's family over there. It's crazy.
And honestly, Jaden and Jay, like, so here's a little sneak peek. So I grew up on 6 in Arizona. So I grew up in
Okay.
East LA. So I was actually, as I was growing up, everybody was like the Classic. So when I started playing football, that was what I was like. I was like, oh my God, I'm about to be part of the greatest rivalry in California and in the United States history, because that's all you heard about. Like, it's big in the community. And then we moved to Whittier, and I was just like, oh, well, my grandpa still lives right there. I'm still going to go to Garfield. Like, I'm not going to any of these weak ass schools in Whittier. Like, I'm just coming out here. And my mom was like, no, like, you got to come to school out here. But growing up, I saw the tradition. Like, and when he says the community is about it, both y'all, like Boyle Heights, like, and East LA, like, it's like Civil War, bro.
Facts.
It is. It is. But it's a beautiful thing when it's controlled chaos. I
Yeah.
remember for a long time they had to hide the bus routes because people were shooting at the bus type stuff. But yeah, growing up it was wild. So that's why my mom was like, "You're not going there." But that's probably one of the greatest rivalries to ever be established, and the fact that you got to experience is something pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I'm
Hey, so
glad.
I'm
I'm
gonna go
blessed.
to my next, yeah, man. So I'm gonna go to my next question. You've gotten to play with some great players. You mentioned it, but the one that sticks out to me the most is Jayden Barnes, man. And you kind of touched on it. What were you able to learn from Barnes on the field and off the field as a leader?
JB, man, he's a big mentor to me, man. I'm not gonna lie. I really look up to that guy right there. He's taught me so much, man. No matter what, I text him any question I have, like even if it's basketball, football, no matter what it was, like he was always on it. Always on it and
Yeah,
gave me like coached me up always. Like he never famous me, never like try to like big bro me, you know what I mean? Like he was just
that's
always
what's
like
up.
level headed and he was always like just so humble, like so cool with me. Like and I'll forever appreciate that. Like cause he's just like a brother I never had, you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
pretty dope to have him in my life. And it's great seeing him continue to be a stud that he is, cause man, he's hooping right now and
yeah,
man, it's dope seeing that, man.
yeah.
Jayden, so Coach Paul isn't really a numbers guy, but your numbers have always been pretty similar. And he totally feels like you got snubbed this year for not making the All-City team. His exact words were, "That's some BS." I won't say what BS means, but everyone knows what that means. How do you feel about that?
Be honest, I can't even be humble about this one. I do
Say it.
feel like I got robbed, man. Truly believe that in my whole heart. Cause how you gonna give it to me my sophomore year, junior year, and you're not gonna give it my senior year? That don't even make any sense. I feel like
Thank you.
I've done what I needed to do all 4 years, and I feel like I should have won it. I mean, like I don't know. I feel like there's like a couple people on. I don't even know the names that were on there, man. I seen that my name wasn't on there, and like I see my name wasn't on there, and I was just like, all right, bro. Like, I wasn't even. I just got off here. I didn't even want to look at it, cause like, bro, like I don't know. I think I deserve to be on there, but it's whatever. I can't go back.
I do too. And that's why I feel you got snubbed, bro. Like I was telling Jay, I was like, because when we were looking at it, I like my first thing was like, all right, Jay, where's Jay Garcia? And I was like, what? Okay, so he's not on first team. Let me go to second team. And then I was like, he's not on. I was like, this is some. And I I was mad. I was like, this is some bullshit. like you said, man. Like I'm not really a numbers guy, but I did dive into the numbers, right? I was like, all right, so how does he get left off? Statistically, your numbers have been the same consistently
Yeah.
and your team has been successful consistently. So I agree with you, man. I feel you got snubbed. I feel you got snubbed. If you guys want to throw any kind of things at stones at me, feel free to throw them at Coach Paul. Don't throw them at Jay because I'm the one that really feels that way. His game speaks for itself. Hey, Jayden, you got some haters, dog. Because there's no way you should have been left off that list,
I
hands down.
know.
Like
I know.
even losing in the first round this year, and that's neither here nor there. Like you are still one of the top guys in the city. And I feel you got robbed. I feel you got some haters. So I said it for you. I didn't know if you were going to say it. I was going to say it for you either way. But that's how I feel on that particular subject.
Me too, man. It's all good
Uh,
though.
hey, man, but Jayden, for the people that don't know you, they wouldn't have a clue about your story. You and your family went through a very tragic loss. If you don't mind sharing with everybody what happened, I'll let you go ahead and explain what you've been through, man.
So tragically, my mom passed away when I was 5 years old. To gang violence. She got gunned down in Whittier. Damn. They got her at a party. They killed her at a party she was at, and from that day on, I feel like that's like a pain that I'll never like want anybody to experience, you know? Cause I mean, being 5 years old, I didn't know what to expect. Like I didn't understand what was going on, but as I got older, I started realizing like I'm never getting her back, and I'm not gonna lie, that's a pain that's never gonna leave me. No matter what I do, like don't no matter how much money I get, how much like how happy I am, that pain will never leave me. I think that'll forever stick with me. And growing up, I didn't even have a pops either, so I don't know even know my pops is. So I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of tough. It was kind of a tough upbringing for me. But I'm glad I had her mom, which is my grandma, which I call mom now. A strong Christian lady that she took me in, and she was at her worst. I can't even imagine what she was thinking because she just lost her own daughter. You know what I'm saying? So I, I'm glad I was blessed to have a strong woman like her to take me in, and a strong family. My family, we're not perfect. I'm not gonna say my family's perfect, but my family has rallied around me and taken care of me my whole life. try to keep me out of as much trouble as possible. Because I mean, honestly, if we're being realistic, I could have went any path I wanted to after that. I could have easily decided to become a gang member. I could have done anything I wanted, but that woman, I'll never, I mean, not never, I'll forever be appreciated towards that woman that took me in, because she kept me on the path that I needed to be successful. She's strict. She's not a an easy woman to live with. You know, she just always stern, keeping me in check, making sure my grades is right, making sure I'm focused on what I need to do to be successful. She's never gonna let me fail, and that's what I'll never. I mean, I'll always be appreciative about that. I love my grandmama. I love her with my whole heart, and I'm just grateful and blessed that she took me in. She changed her life for me, actually. She wasn't on a really good path herself, and when my mom passed, she we moved to Vegas. We moved to Vegas to get out of here, and she thought she was gonna get a better life over there, and she ended up finding the hoods over there and the drinking, the drugs, and she says it all the time that she said that God told her that she's doing it again, like rubbing her thing, dragging her kids through the mud again, and that kid was me, and from then on she decided to change her life for me, man. She sobered up, started going to church. We moved back to Long Beach. Um, After Long Beach, I've been all over the place, man. I can't lie to you. I lived all
Yeah.
over the place, man. But yeah, growing up just sucks, man. Not having a pops, not having my actual mom. It gets hard, man. These big moments, like senior year especially, these big moments is like after winning a game or winning a big game, especially a big game, like you just want to hug your moms, but it sucks, man, because moms isn't there.
Yeah.
But um, yeah, it sucks, man. I don't know how to explain it. It's just
Nah, yeah.
it just
Hey
sucks.
man, like um for the viewers and the listeners, like I'm crying because I know your uncle, bro. And I've always from the time I've met your uncle, bro, like when you guys lost your mom, like he always talked highly of her and he always talked about you, bro. And to watch you get to where you are now, like I feel like a proud uncle myself. I didn't meet you until you were a freshman, man. And I was just like, yo, what up, Jay? And like you embraced me, like you didn't know who I was. And the first thing I told you is I know your uncle. And it's always been love, man. So I'm proud of you, dude. Like, real talk. Not too many people could go through what you went through and still be successful and still be at the point of where they're at right now. And I want to tell you, I love you. Your family loves you, man. We're all proud of you. And keep up the work, dude. Like you're bound for greatness, dude. Real talk.
My mind was exactly what Coach Paul said. I'm sure you've gotten advice, all throughout your years. I have no advice to give you other than I'm just proud of you and I'm wishing the best for you and your family forever and ever. That's all I have.
Thanks, my guy. Yeah, yeah, it's not easy. Yeah. I struggle. I
Yeah.
struggle. I'm not gonna lie. I'll keep it a band. I struggle. I still struggle with dealing with it, but I'm glad I have great mentors in my life. For example, I got Coach Barnes, Coach Pat, Coach Blue, all my coaches, and then just like my pastors, everybody that just helped me through my life. I'll just forever be grateful for that, man. Especially Coach Pat, man. Coach Pat used to bring me home and take me to school every day. Every
Yep.
day, and we were early in the mornings, and we would just talk every single day. And I'll forever be grateful for Coach Pat. He's done a lot for me through the roughest times, especially freshman year. Freshman year was the toughest time for me, because that's when I started really like missing my mom like bad, like, because it was just like, man, like I wish she was here, and it's just tough. But I know I'm making her proud, and that's what I do
Hell
it for
yeah.
every day.
Hell yeah. What Jay, my guy, what you got next? Cause I know you got a lot of stuff going on. I kind of stole Jay's question, but I'm gonna let Jay ask the last two questions. What you got going on next, man? Like, what's in store for Jayden Garcia? Are we gonna see? Are you gonna be a hooper? Do we got schools calling you for football? What's the deal? Are we gonna go to school and do both? Like, like what's up?
Honestly, man, I don't know right now. I'm still on the fence. Like
Okay,
I love ball. Like you can never take ball from me, and I will never not love it. But I don't know right now. I haven't got any calls about playing for any schools or any yet. No schools have took a bet on me, and I'm not tripping because at the end of the day, I'm all I got. So I mean, if I do decide to play football or ball or anything, I'm gonna just bet on
yeah,
myself no matter what. But I still haven't really decided yet, man. I want to be a firefighter though. That's why. But
that's
I
dope.
feel like I still got something left in that tank for football, man. Cause after that loss to Carson, man, I didn't want to go out like that. Like I feel like I
Yeah,
still got something in me, and yeah, I don't know yet. Still undecided.
bet. Well, after the show, well, you got my number. So what we're gonna do is I always offer this olive branch to all the guests. Um, Shoot me your transcripts. I got your Huddle link, but shoot it to me again, just so we have it in the same spot. I'm gonna start plugging you with the schools I know, and we're gonna get you out, man. Or we're gonna get you some people knocking on your door, and whether you want to play or not will be totally up to you. But we're gonna open up those doors, man, and I'm gonna help you do it.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Hey, absolutely.
Jayden, as we wrap up the show, this is the question me and Coach Paul love to ask every guest. If you could tell any underclassman anything, what would it be?
Go hard, man. Don't waste your time. There's a lot of guys that if they when they come to high school they don't start or they were studs in Pop Warner and they come to high school and it's just a big difference, man. Just go hard, bro. Like put your head down and work. Cause high school's different, man. Like guys are faster now. They're catching up to you. They're bigger. Like there's a lot of big dudes, man. Like so for me, like I'm not like the biggest person in the world. So I had to figure out my ways how to get open, make myself, make plays, and I just feel like underclassmen, they just need to work. Just go to work. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. Just work. Work, work, work. That's all you need. Focus on school and work. That's all you need, man. And you'll be all right.
That's right. And with that being said, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to the On the Map podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Shout out to our sponsor, Never Waver Apparel. You hooked us up with these sweet shirts. Me and I got the black one. Jay got the white one. Uh, hey, we appreciate everybody that tunes in each and every week. We love y'all. Until next time. Peace.
Peace.